All right. So now Lynn wanted to talk about something in Texas.
I am here. United States of Smash.
What?
I said that to a student.
Shamash?
I said that to a student yesterday. They were doing a move.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing a move because they were trying to do like a wrist lock. And I said, all right, so, just do the United States of Smash on this person. And the student stopped. He looked at me. He goes, did you just make a My Hero Academia phrase? And I was like, oh, I'm proud of you that you know that. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to United States of Smash this person.
You went too far.
I'm just trying to put them in restraints.
It's supposed to be a city or a state. You took the whole country.
That's what he did. So he did.
Oh wait, is this after season 1?
No. It was all of season 1. He did Texas Smash. Not Texas Smash.
It was some Dakota or something.
Yeah.
Colorado
Smash, and then each Smash was like a different kind.
Yeah.
But his strongest thing is it's all the states combined. It's called It's called the United States of Smash, and he does so much force behind it. It like literally like drained all his energy.
Oh, that was his final flash or whatever.
Yeah. His final,
okay.
United States of Smash.
So no.
So the reason why I'm stating off of the United States of Smash is.
Yes.
I saw a little thing pop up about Texas trying to succeed themselves from the United States. Secede. Withdraw. Retract. Refrain.
Retract.
Insert. I don't
know.
No. Remove.
No.
Remove. Texas wants to become their own independent spot, which I don't even know how to go about that. You mentioned what was the other one? It was New York that had tried to do that a long time ago.
Well, because I had heard about this happening before. It was more towards like the East Coast, and I couldn't remember, but it's like somewhere it was like Rhode Island or something was trying to secede from New Jersey or something like that, or Staten Island.
No,
I think it was
Staten Island. Yeah,
Staten Island.
Yeah.
Sorry if I mispronounced it. So I had heard about it before, but then when he said Texas was thinking about it now, I'm like. Texas, first of all, y'all need to chill. Y'all becoming the new Florida man because all this strange stuff is popping off with y'all.
Well, the thing is with Texas has a lot of their laws and legislations are different. Like Texas has like.
Did you say sexist?
Texas.
Sound like you said sexist.
Whatever. You need to get your gutter. Get your gutter out of your head.
Get your gutter out of your head.
Get your head out of the gutter. I don't know how to explain it because Texas is so goddamn big. It's the biggest state in the country.
Yeah.
They have so many different zones. I remember I went to go visit my sister out there in Sugarland, and she was saying like how Nevada has like Wayne County and Nye County and Clark County and all that bullshit times like 10. There's just so much to it where they're trying to pull themselves entirely away from it because so much shit is happening with the United States.
Yes.
Where they want to kind of like kick everybody out that's non-local. The equivalent of everybody that's mass exiting over here to Las Vegas or to Nevada
from
California. It's like get the fuck out, go back to California. Now Nevada is its own thing.
Yeah.
But like Philly D said, the reason why they can't do that is because
first of all, you declare your own sovereignty. You start losing certain benefits that the rest of us enjoy in the country, and it. First of all, it's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. They can want it all they want. That's some shit we saw back in the Confederate days when they were trying to figure out how the country was going to get split up and cutting, the border lines in the states and everything. You have Texas. It is what it is. That's almost like Brexit. And do you know about Brexit in the UK? Where they're like, I forget exactly who, but they're trying to break away from the United Kingdom. All this shit, and it's just causing chaos. It's going to cause nothing but chaos for those people. It's going to be an upheaval of their economy, of their whole workday. Sounds nice. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen.
You know what? And that's like not this is sidetracked more or less for the whole Russian and Ukraine thing. But I was listening to Joe, and they were saying, this thing is that Russia's now trying to back off from all the bombing and stuff like that to the Ukraine, saying that they would no longer attack them anymore if they get rid of their military presence. Meaning you have to completely wipe out your military.
Yep.
We're sorry for no, they're not even apologizing. They're like, okay, we won't attack you anymore. We promise we won't do it again.
Yes.
But you need to get rid of all of your military presence.
Yes.
And because Putin was trying to get the Ukraine's president assassinated, which is just this average Joe guy.
Yeah, he was an actor, actually.
Yes, so
that became the president.
They tried to assassinate him so many times, and it wasn't working.
Yes.
They said, you have to get rid of your military presence, and then if your president dies, we get to choose who covers that office.
Yes.
And then they have to be a part of Russia.
That's like Adolf going, hey, I need you to kill all the Jays, and then I'll stop killing people.
Yes.
It's like, wait. No,
it doesn't work like that. So they're like, no, like we're not winning, but we're not going to just shut everything down and become submissive.
Yeah, because you want me to give up the ability to defend myself.
Yes.
And that goes into kind of the topic I heard about, or that I want to discuss as far as Texas with the whole Uvalde thing, because more and more information is coming out about what really happened at that school shooting. And, you know, come to find out, cops were already in the building. The police department had already breached the building. They knew, at least they had a general idea of where the shooter was. One of the officers, he got like a phone call or a text message from his wife saying she was bleeding out in the classroom. According to, and I did some research, also heard this on Philly D, according to reports, the officer tried to then get to his wife, but his other fellow officers not only restrained him, they took his gun away and dragged him off the scene. Like, dude, are you kidding me? We're hearing about them putting parents that were trying to get to their kids in handcuffs and shit like that. Like, this is not how we do business, guys. It's almost like you wanted people to die just so you could protect your own ass. And that's what it looks like.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I know two of those are mine. I know two of those are mine. I didn't send that many. I was like, oh, it's going to keep going.
But it's just, it's insulting to the people who had the ability to do something. It's also disheartening because it's like, if they would just have done their job, and yes, I'm sorry, but like me and Lynn have discussed, you put that badge on, your life becomes forfeit to the public.
You have to also
that's your job.
Not to justify what's going on with this, but because let's say this happened 2 years ago, right? Pre-pandemic. People that are employed in that department, because a lot of these law enforcement agencies, like even with Metro, the officers that were the original OGs, the ones that would actually handle shit and go in, because the pandemic wiped out most of these places, they're hiring people that are just not fit for the job like they used to be. It's no different than what I'm doing right now with these officers. Not to talk shit about what's going on, but it's like, dude, I'm training. Not a big class. It's like 17 people. I got 2 other property instructors with me teaching. And this class is fucking garbage. It's like the students are just, it's the bare minimum. It's like they found a homeless guy on the street, they gave him a job, and they're like, hey, come in here. And it's like, you have to turn this person into a weapon. Yeah. We want to teach them all the laws, all how to do reports, all the OSHA shit, and then you put barely wipe their own ass. And then you're putting them in defensive tactics, and they can't take, like, I teach you how to do a move. And normally, like, my success rate when it comes to teaching is very high. Yeah. Like, out of 20 people, it's very rare that maybe even one doesn't pass, because I'm pretty good about it. I'm pretty good about planning out a system. If I know there's this issue with this person, I'll either work with them individually or get someone on my team to
because you want them to be successful.
Yeah, exactly. I give them ample amount of time, and I find ways to adapt my training because I can teach like that. These students, it's like I was working with a guy, and we're on day 4 with them. They take their final test tomorrow, and there's people that are still messing up on the day 1 shit. And the day 1 shit is like, step forward, step backwards, turn around. I kid you not. Like one of the basic things for footwork, it's called a forward shuffle. All it is that I'm teaching you, rather than if I want to grab you, I'm not walking up to you with my hands out and doing this. I'm moving my body as a whole in a force to where if I want to grab you, you're getting my whole body. So I'm shuffling forward. If something pops off, I'm pushing back.
You're maintaining your stability.
My stance, my primary stance. And these people are still like, you tell them to forward shuffle, and they're like,
they'll just take a step forward.
And they'll have their hands in their pocket. And I tell it when we're teaching it, like, hey, put your fucking hands up. I was like, if I walk up to you as a subject, and my bosses, they support it all. They're like, we have to mentally prepare them because they think that they're going to go to property and they're the security guards. They're going to sit there and do nothing. I'm like, you're going to go to property.
This is hands-on.
These people are going to fight with you. Times have changed. Crime's getting worse. They're even changing our program, finally, which... pros and cons. You're only able to grapple in security, and they're changing it to where they're authorizing striking now.
You have to.
So on the 10th of July, they're putting us through. I mean, I'm already practically qualified in this, but now it's to put the whole team together for it. It's called Safari Land training, and they're putting us through baton training and striking.
Oh my god!
So we can start teaching it to officers, because
that's so behind. But no, it's good. It's so behind.
Because what was happening is you're arming these officers to go to property, and they're like, "Hey,
fucking pepper spray."
And they're not even. They took that away.
Oh my god!
So what they would do is they would send an officer to property. You're getting some horrible monster of a person coming from California or wherever, and they're just like, oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want because you can only touch me. And then they punch you, stab you, attack you. The officer would defend themselves and then get fired. Or legal would have to protect them. Like, well, why did you hit that person? They were hitting me. Well, we taught you defensive tactics. You should be able to grab this person. Well, I can't.
And that's that bureaucracy BS that I had to get out of security. We're on the strip. I'm working graveyard. People are drunk, high, tweaking out of their brains. Hoes are out with weapons. Pimps, drug dealers, gangbangers, they're all out with weapons. These people didn't come out with lollipops and cotton swabs. They came out with guns, knives, coked out or whatever, ready to hurt you.
You have to be able to match, not to go off a topic, but you have to be able to match aggression with aggression.
You do.
I can't be submissive and then you want me to control this person if they're coming at me with a fucking nuke.
Right.
And I feel like with what happened in Texas, it's kind of the same thing. Not that I know enough about their law department, their law enforcement, their department of law enforcement, but you're getting a lot of cats that are coming here that just kind of got the job because they wanted a job.
That's what it feels like.
And they're like, okay, let's just get you
like
in
they're
there.
like, we're waiting for orders.
And they're responding. And I get that a lot at the previous properties where
Yes.
they're saying like, hey, my instructors are they're OGs to an extent.
Yeah.
They've been there long enough, and they're like,
Yeah.
dude, the people that you hire, they come here, the fight goes on, and we're looking at them, and they're
deer in headlights.
They're just staring at us like,
Yeah.
what do we do? And
What
then
do
they
we
quit.
do?
And then
Jump
we quit.
in.
You train them for a month. They survive like 3 days on property because they see some gory shit.
Right.
And that's, I feel like what this is.
Yes.
People not being prepared because the ones that were prepared got let go.
Or they're just not with the force anymore. And that's what I mean, though. It's one of those things of I hope this is never repeated as far as having to physically see. We saw the videos, parents being held back from rescuing or responding to their children. In this situation, this wasn't just like, something simple where somebody just brandished a gun and that was it. People died because of the lack of action. So I don't know why this particular shooting is sticking with me so hard, but I've been definitely listening to, the new developments, the facts about it, because I guess it's because now that I have a 6-year-old and I'm going to he's 6 now. He's going to be starting first grade in August.
Damn.
That's now going to be his world, his reality, where I have to potentially prepare him. If there's an active shooter at school, I need you to do X, Y, Z. So I it's just one of those things that's kind of really sticking with me. But, for anybody who's a parent out there, do everything you can to protect your kids. And, if that means having to use force, put them down. I'd rather them be 6 feet under than my kid be 6 feet under. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of all I just wanted to touch on that about. Other than that,